Hi, my name is Amanda Riesenberg and I am the Stroke Prevention Wellness Coach for the Oneida Nation. And today, for our workout, we are going to be doing an at-home exercise workout that using equipment that you can find around your own home. We have a chair we're going to use, plus we're going to use things that you can find in your refrigerator, pantry, freezer. And you can always just use your body weight if you don't want to add any extra weight to any of our workouts today. So right now we are going to be doing squats. So you can use just your body weight, or if you want to, you can use a chair. Now, whenever you use a chair as a prop, you're gonna wanna make sure that the chair is not gonna move on you, because we don't want it to slide from underneath you and you get hurt on that. So you wanna make sure that it's a nice stable chair. You can even have somebody sit in it if you want, or put it up against the wall, whatever works for you in your own home. So for our squats today, we wanna keep our knees right over our ankles and we wanna sit back. So if we're gonna use our chair, or you can also use a counter too. That's another good option. You can also use your kitchen sink and grab around the edge of your kitchen sink to give you a little bit more stability. So from here, our squat is we're gonna just sit back. We're gonna keep our knees over our ankles and we're gonna come up and down. So we're gonna squat. And if we're gonna sit back. Now you can use a chair, but if you're comfortable, you can just come here, squat back. Up, we wanna keep our chest lifted. If you need to, arms can come up to help you keep that chest lifted. So you have 1, 2, remember soft knees, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you don't need the chair, remember your regular one is going to be here, so it's going to be 11. You can use arms, 12, to help keep that chest up. Remember, we want that chest to stay nice and high to help protect that back. 14 and 15. So the exercise we're going to do now is our push-ups. So you can use a chair for your push-ups, you can use a wall, you can use a counter, and you can also use your sink, where you can wrap your hands around the counter and the sink if you feel like you want like a little bit more grip. So you have a lot of options in terms of push-ups, and we're going to work the chest on this. So we're going to grab that chair, we're going to grab the counter, big hands if you're using the wall. And if you're using a chair, remember we don't want the chair to move. And so you can push it against the wall, you can have somebody sit on the edge, or you can push it against something that isn't going to move. So we're going to come here, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if those heels want to come up, go ahead and let them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This exercise we're going to use some weighted squats. So I have in front of me, we have a 1 gallon of milk and we have some juice. So you can choose which option works best for you. You can always do soup cans, whatever you have in your house. But from here, we're gonna grab one. So let's grab this milk jug. We're gonna use it with both hands. We're gonna put it right in the middle. Our chest stays lifted. We're just gonna squat down and squat back up. This just adds some weight to you. So here we go. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If at any point the milk jug starts to get too heavy, this is where you can set it down. You can grab the lighter one and just go right back into your squats for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you got 2 more, and then last one. For this exercise, we're gonna do back rows. Now I have, actually pasta jars is what I'm gonna use, but I also have a half gallon of milk and a full gallon of milk. So depending on what size you want and what kind of weight you want, would depend on what you do. And you could do, today we're gonna do both arms, but you could do both arms at a time or one arm at a time, whatever works well for you. Sets of 15, so we're gonna lean over nice soft knees. My pasta jars, which are plastic, so they won't break if I drop them, come right on front. We're just gonna squeeze those back shoulder blades together and come back down. We're gonna do sets of 15. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So elbows skim the body, and we're squeezing those shoulder blades together. For this exercise, we're gonna do some deadlifts. So we're gonna keep nice soft knees. We're gonna hinge right from those hips. We're gonna keep our back straight. Now today I'm gonna be using a box of pasta, but you can also use a juice bottle. You can use soup cans, pasta cans. You can use a milk jug, whatever works for you for the right amount of weight that you wanna use today. But so from here, we're gonna do sets of 15. We're gonna come down, we're bending from those hips. As soon as you start to feel a pull in the back of those legs, that's where you stop and you squeeze back up. We're gonna do set of 15. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. You wanna make sure you listen to your body because you don't wanna pull a hamstring at all. 4. So it's your range of motion. 5, 6. We're drawing that belly button in. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and if at any point, if the weight that you're using gets to be too much, you can just set it aside. You have 14 and 15. We're hinging right from those hips, that back stays straight. We come down just until you feel a pull in the back of the legs. So now we're gonna do some bicep curls. So I've got soup cans. You can also use pasta jars. Make sure they're not glass because you don't want them to break. But again, you can use whatever kind of weight you have at home that's gonna work well for you. But our elbows are gonna stay tucked in right next to us. Palms face away from you. We're gonna grab those soup cans. We're gonna squeeze up and back down. We're gonna count to 15. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're squeezing the muscle. 4, 5. We're not bringing the hands back to our face because we don't want to move our elbows. 7, 8, 9. We're keeping those shoulders down. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and one more for 15. So this exercise is our calf raises. So what we want, we're gonna work the lower body, and we want nice soft knees. We're gonna use the wall for our brace. We're gonna keep those hands below that shoulder level. No need to strain your shoulders or upper body. We're gonna come here, feet are gonna be right underneath you. We're just gonna squeeze up and come back down. We're gonna come back down nice and soft. So it's 1, 2, we're staying nice and tall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if at any point your feet start to slip out a little bit for me, just bring them back underneath you and just restart. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Our next one is a tricep kickback. So I'm gonna use soup cans, but again, just like anything, you can use what works for you around your house. So from here, we're gonna put our feet right underneath us. We're gonna hinge forward from our hips. Our back stays nice and straight. Elbows come tucked right in next to you. Bring those cans forward. We're gonna make an L with those elbows. And so from here, we're just gonna squeeze straight back and straight back up. We're gonna do 15. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abs are tight, so we want to protect that back since we're leaning over. 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, elbows stay right next to you. 14, 15. Our next exercise is going to be our standing. We're going to do some L flies. So an L, so we're literally going to make an L with our elbow. Knees are nice and soft. Feet are right underneath you. We're up nice and tall. Our palms are in front, holding, you can hold soup cans, I'm holding pasta jars, whatever works for you and whatever you have at home. So we're just going to come here, we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, and the L comes out, so we're going to fly that L. We're going to come back in, we're going to do 15. So it's going to be 1, 2. Remember, abs stay tight because we don't want to fly our upper body forward as we're trying to squeeze back. So you want to keep that nice and tight. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Our next exercise, we're gonna have a seat. We're gonna do some seated ab twists. So I grabbed a cereal box, but you can use soup cans, you can use a juice bottle, you can use a milk container, whatever works. This is kind of nice because it's not gonna shift around a ton like liquid would. So we're gonna come here. So from here, we're sitting on the edge of our seat. We're gonna lean back, okay? We're gonna make an L with those elbows. Those elbows stay right next to your body. And we're just gonna twist, center, twist, center. We're gonna do 15. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Notice how I'm stopping in the middle. And what that does is that helps reset the spine so your spine stays centered. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this exercise is we're going to do a standing back extension. What we want to be mindful of in this exercise is we want to extend the leg. We don't want to crunch the spine because we want to work the glute and we want to work that lower back. We don't want to hurt the lower back. So we're going to grab a chair. Remember, you can always grab a wall. You can grab a counter, and you can always grab like the lip of your kitchen sink. So you can, if you feel like you want to be steady more, you can hold that. So from here, I'm just going to use a chair. We're gonna step our feet a little bit further back, not leaning, but just at a nice good angle so you can extend. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna extend back, soft knee, and come back down. Extend and come back down. We're gonna do 15 of those ones. So here we go. So we're gonna go 1, 1. You have soft elbows. 2, 2, 3, 3. Shoulders are down. 5, 6, and we want to concentrate on having your toes go straight down and not angling. You want to come here. 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So for this exercise, it's going to be our standing side dip. So I grabbed a half gallon of milk. You can do a full gallon, just like anything else, juice, box of pasta, whatever you have in your cupboard, depending on what kind of weight you want. Feet are gonna stay right underneath you, soft knees. We're gonna come up nice and tall. Take your free hand, put it on your hip, or use a wall, a chair, a counter if you need to for that extra balance. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna dip down, we're gonna squeeze back up. We're not gonna do this. We're gonna keep our hips right in place, and that's what that hand check here can help you with. So we're gonna do 15 of these and just come back up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, knees stay nice and soft. 7, 8, 9, 10. We come fully back to the middle every time. 12, 13, 14, 15. We're gonna keep our feet right here. We're just gonna switch to the other hand. Hand goes on that hip, and we're gonna start right away on the other side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should start to feel both sides starting to be balanced out now. 12, 13, 14, and one more for 15.